mal lungil tutaw mergid rogui solai kada mo mu rap program mergid which is gida mal lungil medangel wasit today is International Women's Day. Yeah. First of all, I want to take this opportunity and thank the American Embassy here in the Republic of Palau, and also a special lady from the Navy. I thought she was Army, but she came in with Navy uniform. So I went downstairs looking for my Army uniform, and I said, well, I'm going to put my Army uniform, but anyway, I didn't find it. And I found one, but I'm too fat already I don't fit. But anyway, International Women's Day, which is today, March the 8th, the U.S. Embassy Palau is proud to honor Palauan women serving in the United States military. That's right. And the International Women's Day celebrates the many contributions and achievements of women around the world. Here in Palau, women are empowered and have always stood as pillars of a society, protecting the foundations of family, tradition, and culture. Their contributions to Palau society are highly valued. The U.S. military is an important career option for Palauan men and women, helping to build skills in the key fields, including science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. They call them STEM. Palauan service members bring these skills home, like me. See, I brought myself home, yeah? Okay, and they help help build a better future of Palau. The U.S. Embassy is proud to recognize and honor Palauan women who make a difference every day in the United States military, serving alongside U.S. Service members around the world. So please tune in to WWFM this morning, 89.5 and 88.5, and also channel 26. Beginning right now, we're going to be accepting calls. If you want to call us during the show, you can call us at 488-4949. It's right here. So we can put you on the air, and you're going to be live. While you ask your questions, you're going to be heard around the world, because this is being broadcasted over locally and also on the internet. So a lot of people are watching and listening at the same time around the world. Okay, so we're going to be talking with our special guest is Rochelle Mool. So haluting wa Michael Gumsaming introduce herself. In the we call them khaki uniform in the Army, but I don't know what they call it in BDU. We call them BDU, but I don't know what they call it in the Army. But she's in a work uniform, Class A uniform. You see the uniform she's got on right now? That's her work uniforms. She came straight from the job site to this show. Okay, well, we'll tutale gorgaw. Kaman masawal mo sa ML Kongen Medical Show. Maligde pong katapat temet hindi kadamo masawal tayo malnya malkirir ardil Palauan mo matangya sunt mo join the military mal ubang ikel ni omoru rapik sil sera while you're in the Army, I mean in the Navy, excuse me. So la direct gel important issues mal ubang tokol girin ardil mo matangay raw era join the military. Okay, so Mike is on you. Please identify yourself and introduce yourself to our audience.
Nga klaka Rochelle Mool, nga kangalgala Rigi Mool, ma El Cirulo, the stepmama nga Mercy Fuguich, Rigi. I've been in for almost 4 years and 9 months. I'm an equipment operator, petty officer, 2nd class in the United States Navy.
Okay, when you say equipment operator, there's so many different equipments in the military. Can you specifically tell us?
Heavy duty equipment.
Heavy duty, like
yes.
Bulldozers.
Yes.
Man, that's a tough job, you know.
Yeah, but I'm short, so I need a step stool sometimes, but it works.
So, where are you stationed right now?
Port Hueneme, California.
California.
Yes.
And you're here for 6 months?
Yes.
How did you get picked for this? You know, this is how I understand. You know, if you get picked for this special duty for 6 months, you got to be the soldier of the month or you know, the petty officer of the month. How did you get this? Were you in that category?
Maybe they think I was. I don't know. I still have a lot to improve on, but.
And since you're from Palau, there was a guy from Palau that was here, I think, about 2 tours before you. He was here, so he's the first Palauan man, and now you're first Palauan woman that stationed here with the Navy.
Yes.
But anyway, you're here as a heavy equipment operator, and you're the first woman, here with the Civic Action Team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our group is called the Tiger Team.
Tiger Team.
Yes, because we're not in charge of the camp. The Air Force is right now. They just did a turnover, so we're just here for a certain mission
I see.
for 6 months, and then we head back
Oh,
to our home port.
okay, so sel lutel mo sel America tur gartiang kakair gal move to return and mora sel unit gaul ngara California.
Yes.
Okay. Are you married?
No, I'm
No.
not.
Do you have any dependent?
No.
Yeah, dependent. So it's in a sense it's very good because as young as you are, you're still traveling.
Yes.
Like this assignment. And then when you're not married, when you're married, when they tell you gotta deploy, you gotta make a pre-arrangements. Make sure the kid's gonna be taken care of. Make sure that your dog gonna be taken care of by the neighbors. So actually being married at omradil el soldado beil ngalaga kotel mering toy.
I have friends sel biila ungal
Oh,
sel pol deploy and tamring lo sigar adal mo mesar ngal.
oo.
Yes.
O
So
mga
I know
bilis,
it's hard.
mayakot siya, mga rapi. Oo. So, ngungir ilangal, yeah, it's good to have a family. Hindi sel talgib na mga baba branca comments, you can afford to do that. Ngani
Yes.
tirkel biile mo, maluwet tumong maditalgib mo biil. I asked you not to do that. Spend some time, until you can, get enough rank, so you can be authorized to live off post. You get paid for it, and also the regulations will cover you for being like E5 right now. You can
Yes.
live off post, and then they give you a separate rations and all of that stuff. You make more. So a lot of
Yes.
people, sorry, the benefits. The benefits, like separate rations. The Amamura mess also, they give you extra amount, And then dependent, you have a dependent, so they give you housing allowance,
To pay for bills, yes.
Yeah. So the most manera hay que get extra money on the side. Ore del mobil, level bil entero no. Ngalo de lo así. Ngara beredel a bil ngara military.
Yes.
My advice to you, you're in the right track. I'm going to return back to your home base, and they said back the next day you're going to Germany. I mean, it's going to be very easy for you to get your back and leave.
Yes.
But if you're married, you gotta go out and make arrangements for all of this stuff. Gotta be packed in, the kids out of school. It was hard. Okay, what advice would you give to women thinking about joining the military?
Just know that you can do it. Even tell belul other elanga, there's always a double standard
I say.
for men and women. I'm a person that I want to break that barrier.
I see.
Yes. I want to be a part of the people that have paved the road for everybody, for women like me,
Yes.
so I can do what I can do right now.
Right.
Yes. So anything is possible. Just got to put your mind and effort to it, and then
That's
the
right.
results.
So you want to prove your point
Yes.
that women can serve alongside the men.
Yes.
And you can
not
be
behind,
yeah,
not in front, but besides.
beside the men.
Yes.
You can go out and combat and you shoot weapons and kill
Yes.
if you have to. That's good. Some women, when they hear that you're a heavy equipment operator, they think you're crazy. Ardilo makal tango. Ang gamorit ngal gawela kami say. And the good thing about it, buhay smi armo ko ringil so prura point ringil was say kita behind men alongside the man. Women were created from, let's see, one of my rib is missing. According to the Bible, women came out of here and then was created, so they're supposed to be by your side, not behind you, okay, by your side. And that's why Adam and Eve, commit that sin, and then now we're all sinners. But, we pray and hope
Yes.
that, we can work side by side. Huh? Mang el ang ertil ngal karbelaw, ngani ertil ngal karbelaw ngara unit terkau.
Akpay mlamit trawan el saal. El bigdira katal berbela em logro ramrigel.
I see.
Yes.
Makom kau tangi.
Yes. Agim lada dura wara kuraleng mlesual me instead of me mak.
Oh, hindi that's not your choice. It's your record. Let Thomas sa record kami wala saying how many Article 15 we got. Are you late to come to work? You know, imora to ko promotion to a promotion na military. Hindi halwa bela wala say who you know. It's you got to do it. Get them and put something into your military file, education, both civilian and military education, your performance and conduct and accomplishments. I give the rogo alang alo dokta ke once a year mo tra physical training, mo tra gagi the written test, mo laring MOS test of my weapons qualification, but test o molay in order to get promoted. And yeah, I'm expected was sit back and relax and and get promoted. It's not going to be done that way. Kabong, basic training ergaw kum norke.
Great Lakes, Illinois.
Illinois.
Yes.
America basic training ergaw, America first assignment.
I went to what you selma mo daw niya sa AIT.
AIT.
Yes. Kumnura Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri.
That's Army? Navy?
Navy.
Navy. Oh.
But gimo nga School of Military Air Force, Mar Army.
Joint services. Oh.
Yes.
America first assignment ergaw.
Honolulu, Hawaii, Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor,
Yes.
yeah, I was there. You know, I was stationed in Hawaii for 8 years. I loved it there. You know, I go to Pearl Harbor to do my shopping because I had housing in the Aliamanu, inside the crater.
Okay.
And they completely, took all of those houses and built a new one, But and the Navy and Army and Air Force were living there, so, and Coast Guards were on top of the hill. But anyway, I go to Hickam Air Force Base a lot, and Pearl Harbor is right there, open post, so people just, matter of fact, I was just there about a year ago, last year I went there,
Nice.
The commissary is really nice, right next
The
to
big
PX,
NEX,
yeah,
the mall.
yeah. So you were in Hawaii for 6 years,
3.5.
3.5.
Yes.
In California?
And then I moved to California in March, towards April last year.
Do you choose your assignments or they just assign you?
So,
You
ngari
can
nga,
volunteer in a sense?
no. So, ngari nga program gimos pa ni ngara internet.
Oh.
And then, the mot muringi the maskaigal choices will open.
Oh.
And then, kamastira thrill choices are
Oh.
and then tira pick for you.
At the peak for hindi eligibility gawa say okay you just moved to California just 7 more still 3 months say has to be transferred you have to do the minimum like
Yes.
1 year or 2 years.
Mine is 4 years
Oh,
in
so
California.
after when you get close to 4 years you choose assignments and that's not guaranteed that they're going to give it to you. It all depends
The opening ng
opening.
unit,
Oh, I
yes.
see. And also grade, like I say, if
Yes.
that opening is for E5, and you have to have this certain MOS
A certain training.
and trainings,
Yes.
experience and all of that, and those comes to consideration, and then they put you there.
Yes.
Okay. Sir, gotel mo soldado. Ngal karbelaw. Ngari o filer ngi klakakaros ra treatment tertirgel ngarbabat soldado tergel base ta poster kami ra ngani racial problem mal uvang ngora you being treated differently because ekerdil kumle kora filer ngi sometimes al uvang when I was in the army we were like that, I mean, we treat our women at that time because it's something new to us. We never be working side by side with women, so we look down on them, and we feel like they're burden.
Second class.
Yeah, they're burden
Yes.
to us, and because we were new, we didn't know what's going on, So my question to you is, when you went into the Navy, did you feel the same way? You feel like you've been treated unfairly?
I think the world has come so far that, yeah, there's some people that you meet that will treat women or people from a different place because we come from different backgrounds. But I've never experienced any maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know, but I've never been treated differently.
Yeah, when I was in the Army, when I first joined on May 24th, 1967, you know, the first 10 years, we addressed our women as sweetie, honey, and sometimes along the line, you know, and then they came out to regulation is that you will not use those words again, ever again, because women start complaining that, you know, "Sky, sweetheart, sweetheart, I'm a soldier, not a sweetheart." Have you ever experienced
No.
that? That's good, that's good. We came a long way.
Yeah, we have come a long way.
In my days, man, we used those words. "Come here, sweetheart." And then, you know, it was okay until they start getting smart and they start complaining like, "Hey, we're not sweethearts. We're soldiers just like you, man." Okay, so that's good. You've been
Yes.
fairly treated.
Fairly treated.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes I feel like males that I've worked with, they've kind of like, I'm small, I'm short, I might not carry something they can carry, and I'm
Right.
like, no, I got this. Like, don't treat me, I'm the same as you.
I see.
Yeah, so don't do that. So
And-
I tell people how it is.
Have you experienced like uh, you trying to move something from point A to point B, and then and the man come to your side and say, "Hey, let me get it for you," you know, or open the door for.
Yeah.
Okay, let's say if we went on a date, you know, and I try to open the door, be nice.
Yes.
Be nice to you. You gonna feel offended on that?
It depends on the place, because there's places for different things.
Uh-huh.
So if it was a date, like you said, then
Yeah.
yeah, it's cool being a gentleman.
Oh, okay.
But if it's work, when I put on this uniform, it's professionalism. It's different.
Different.
Yes.
Very good. Very good. What's your advice to all of these young women freshly out of school and they thinking about joining the military? What is the most important advice that you can give them to be prepared for what, to know what? You know, just kind of summarize it. Where is it? You got to do this A, B, C, and D, whatever. What's your advice to a woman that's thinking about joining the military?
So first thing is, I know physical test is one of the biggest thing in the military. You have to be fit. I know I went in and it was hard for me because I'm not a runner, but I had to learn that. And just, I know it's hard leaving home. I know maring laram oroy der adrablim.
In friends?
Yes, because comfortable. You're comfortable where you're at. But if you want to improve in life, if you want to be someone someday and make a difference, you gotta step out of that box, and just do something different, and then doors will open, and just you'll be thankful one day. I'm
see,
very
I see.
thankful.
You're glad that you made the right choice.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know, one thing you have to understand, and all of you women, Palau never go nowhere. You know, Palau will be here. Like when I first, you know, volunteered for the draft in 1967, you know, there's a girl that we were high school, you know, and then it was very hard for me to say goodbye. And I said, "Hey, Palau, I miss you. No." And after 2 years, I came back. Palau is still here. And I went again. I came back. Palau is still here. So leave Palau and go get yourself education, like Rochelle did, and then come back. And now she's stationed right here for 6 months. Okay, and you got to make that right choice, like Rochelle said. Okay, hindi ako pagkikulwa sa Abelawa. No, Abelawa ang artiang, marsalim ang artiang, madala ang artiang. Ikaw among estatra career kau and make the best of it, and then be proud of yourself when you do that. You'll be proud. Ilang kita Michelle elangal. At mamandir ka principal pala high school.
Nung angkor nga.
Angkor ka.
Yes. Parang ako orira Senate.
Senate.
Yes,
Oh, Ricky Moll.
Yes.
Okay. He's you know, he's a good friend of mine when I was in the Senate. Okay, now I know. Ricky assume gorengs. Hey, congratulations nga ngalga mal. Determined to make a career out of military, so please support her. Okay, tara question. At siguro kira base. Let's say you're in the military. Sebem moria dependent terkau, for example, asuma mama mo Mosmer, maar when the lame mergo dia ka adal take care tin sebem fix rebula papiere bo dependent tragao live with you in a military housing maluga military post.
I think you can. I'm not sure on that because hindi na katalbok
Oo.
through ni. But if you talk to the right people, malbo to ka agi dele passion nga rabe sel help rawa kanya family services. Sa emel mo nga machag. Sa emel mo nga ogertira kakalusot questions. But I think you can. I think it's a possibility.
Okay.
Yes.
Next question. It's with the world, fighting, killing each other because the religious beliefs and other things. In the United States government now, this is not politics, so don't worry. They want to require all military members to be U.S. citizen. Tamle require ka sir omko tulmong kamle Palauan citizen.
Yes.
Say. How soon after you became enlisted? When you enlist, how soon? Right after AIT or basic training?
It was actually during boot camp. I think it was because there's 8 weeks boot camp. I think it's my 3rd or 4th week.
4th week of basic training.
Yes.
At approach ka mula sa giremil mo US citizen.
Yes.
Solamo kam no US citizen.
Yes. So I akmle ola batul passport, but then limit nga sumula batul passport, ang limit nga ba shell poringi kusab al book station ngi kusab require a security clearance.
Oh.
So I had to renounce my Palauan citizenship in order for me to get that security clearance.
Okay. Do they want to see some kind of a paper saying that I renounce my Palauan citizen, or you can just tell them and say you renounce it, that's good enough? You have to show something?
Yes. So ako sendra passport when I was in Hawaii. Sendra passport ng Almara Embassy ra Washington.
Oh.
And then sendra nga babiyer, and then that's ako turn send mo ra unit nga.
Oh, sige dire lang at sen ileng kamatayan mo orang ngarian lar dual citizenship. United States are recognized ringin di Palauan are recognized ringin. So MRL the constitutional gida mula say at mamal uban dalam mal uban both of them other Palauan they pronounce the other Palauan. So MRL siya babela sida other Palauan di a constitutional siya other Palauan. So don't worry about that.
Okay.
Le omlutul mer vera trakto say ya gel at mem biskat mamal uban dalam remain at clock lem. Ndi regala auspe self mula say one citizenship le kamo handle a classified information.
Yes.
Elan mga military nga yel classified information bom morut marube kamo so ispringi el require a US citizenship or else mo limited already.
Yes.
Mo dia to aba show dia seven morning. Why say? No, I kamne renounce citizenship to satisfy the United States requirements to military. So long since then and you're okay.
Yes. I'm okay.
You're okay. There are problem na clearance. It took me 10 years to get my security clearance because at that time I was still in trust territory and they had to go to Saipan and get approval anyway. For some reason it took me 10 years to get my clearance. So right after I did that, and then I was able to get promoted.
Promoted. Nice.
Okay. So ela omorar ti anganya ko ra future planner gaw some op top de tel pelawa como pursuing was en some opor se como mora school on lutul mora California.
So ngarinya wa AIT Rigami we call it A school, and then there's C school which is more advanced. Alwal detail they'll teach you detail about your job. See, that's my plan when I go back. So Almora C school. Then I want to continue college, get my college, because you always want a backup plan when you get out.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Oh, when did you get out? Like when I took went to reception center, I took a test and then I scored high on communication, and then my platoon sergeant asked me if I want to be like X-ray technician and other stuff that I scored high on, and but he he was my counselor, so he told me, and I said, you know what, think of something that when you do get out someday, you can use it to future yourself or to advance yourself to a better life. So he told me to go ahead and, why don't you just go to a communication field, because communication field is more interesting and there's lots of money in it. And he was right. Right after 23 years in dealing with the communication, and when I came home, this is what it is. With my knowledge and experience, I was able to build this and maintaining it without any assistance from outside.
Yang nga tell me bella kami sa construction that's going on.
Yeah.
And like they're all males. You never see females in the job site.
Yeah.
Second, most of them are not from Palau.
Yeah.
So that's my plan. I want to come back. If I do retire, I want to come back and I want to be the first female to break that barrier and work construction.
You're the first female, in the Navy to come and after 20 some years. It all depends.
Depends
it all
on you.
depends. But that's your plan, but you don't know what's going to happen, because things change. Like if you get hurt and you are medically
Separated.
retired, you're not able to pursue, that plan. So my question is, how hard is it for being a woman in Palauan in the United States Navy?
It's not hard. Well, kind of hard because you have to prove yourself. I feel like you have to prove yourself every day because people see women in the office. They don't see women on the job site. They don't see women driving equipment. So it's not a regular thing to see. So you have to prove yourself that yes, you can be one of the guys. You can do what they do. So I think that's the hardest thing, is try to prove yourself every day.
Do you force yourself to get up in the morning to?
At first,
Yes.
but now it's just a routine.
Got used to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even on the weekends, I get up and I'm like, I still
Yeah,
could
yeah.
sleep in, but
And there's a lot of challenges that you have to face.
yes.
Yeah. So being a Palauan is not an issue.
No.
But being a woman, you got men by your side that you're going to prove to them that, hey, I can be like you guys too,
Yes.
And you know what? After my first female that I worked for in the military was Captain Hicks. Her name is Captain Hicks. And she was my company commander. At the time, I was a sole parent. I have 2 children. One was 3 and the other one was 8. But she took care of me. She was married and have a kid, and she said, Sergeant Diaz, we're going to deploy, but you can stay back and just watch the barracks, and watch, our barracks until we return. But since then, I have a lot of respect to women because they know, for having children, they know how hard it is
yes.
being a man with 2 young children and then go on with my career. And she told me not to quit. And I said, it's going to be hard. The road ahead is going to be rough, but don't quit. You're already halfway through. So I took that advice, and I stayed in for another 10 years, and I retired. And
Nice.
I came home. So if I see her, I think she's still around. I don't know. It's been about 30-some years, But she was young lieutenant, captain at the time. She understood the way I felt being a sole parent with 2 children, and I have army to satisfy. I have to get up and do my work. And she made sure that I did my work. I did my share. And I pulled my weight. And she didn't treat me no different. But, when it comes to children being left behind, then I go deploy, and it's well, we can afford to do it without you. So go ahead and stay back. And I got those treatment, and I appreciate that. Now, if you have to do this over again, what
I would not change anything.
you satisfied?
It's everything that happens had led me to this right now. So if I would have changed something in the past, I would not be stationed here. So I'm thankful and I'm blessed for every good and bad things that has happened.
So you're blessed.
Yes,
You're
I'm
very
very
happy.
blessed.
How about your
Yes.
parents? Your
My,
mother and father, are they happy that?
my dad tells me all the time that he's proud of me. And he likes talking to his friends, like showing me off, like my daughters in the
Right.
CB.
Of
Yeah,
course,
so,
of course.
yeah.
That's good. That's good. And matter of fact, I haven't met any women in especially Palauan, in the field that you are in. It's hard,
It is.
especially if you start having dependents. You have a husband, then children, and then you come home tired because you have been out there running those heavy equipments. And
Yeah, it's so hard when you sit just a joystick and in
that's
AC.
right.
Yeah, it's easy, but can be hard
So
sometimes.
you
Yeah.
have a good attitude,
Yes.
and you have a lot of patience.
It
Sometimes
depends.
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 Uh,
Yes.
um, we were told, you know, there is a time that I was in charge of a group of women because you had switchboard operator, touch panel operators. And I didn't quite know how to work with the women, especially being their boss or supervising them. But I learned as I go. Uh, I I learned to see, like body language. Come in the morning and I look around and I said, all of a sudden, and I look at you always like, proactive about everything, right? All of a sudden, one morning you come to work and I say, Rochelle, are you okay? Well, I say, it's that time of the month. I tell you what, why don't you take a half day off? I have to know those things. You can't tell. I can't tell. If it's that time of the month, I mean, it's no use to have you around, not able to do, because you're tired. Plus your attitude, you got a quick temper and stuff like that. So those symptoms, I said, oh no, hey, Rochelle, why don't you go ahead and take a day off, half a day off, you'll make it up Sunday. And then you go, and then sometimes I need you to work a little extra hours, and you should know that,
Yes.
I let you go for a couple hours or so, so when I ask you a favor,
You'll
you
do
can
it
stay
back.
back and
Yes.
do it, without. And those are techniques that I used when I was in the military. Women, of course, they're going to be treated just like everybody else.
Yes.
But being good non-commissioned officer in charge, you have to understand their needs. And women's needs a little bit more than men's need, especially that time of the month, once a month. Sometimes, you can see those symptoms like they feel tired or not, don't want to carry on a conversation. Then you have to be smart enough to say, are you okay? Take a couple days off, okay? But anyway, um, man, we've been talking almost an hour. I'm so excited. Ambassador Hyatt, thank you so much, for allowing Rochelle to come here. We talk about women's role in the military. It's my favorite topics because we never had something like that. So I really thank you, Ambassador, and the American Embassy here in Palau and also your boss. What's your boss name?
Chief McKinney.
Chief McKinney, thank you. If you're watching, thank you so much for allowing Rochelle to come here and join with me, and we talk about women's. Today is International Women's Day, which is we should all go get some flowers, and send to whoever. If you have a woman, work with you in the same office, and you have a loose change, you want to take her out to lunch or something like that, and let her know. Tell her how important women are in our community and society. They're fighting wars with us. Of course, we have to understand that today is their day, so let's recognize them. Is that okay with you? Okay, anyway, we'll go for another 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, mawai silwasay, tirgil ngal kolom dasbrel an mo general military. Since there's no ROTC program here, they do have it in Guam. Some young men and women go to Guam to do that. But let's talk about like Arangal Belau ngara Palau High School, Malubeng High School, Asera Blue Belau, ma PCC relang, malat kamo soldau. Ngaraigel tira kiril concentrate el mohel pertir malbol soldau in the prepared kiril. For example, if you're a little overweight, start losing weight now. Okay, physical training. Advice. So what other things that they should concentrate off before they join?
So before you join, you have to take the test, right? The
Mm-hmm.
ASVAB. So just be good in school, learn hard, study hard, do English, science, math, and because most of those are going to be on the test. You test higher, it'll open more jobs for you and more opportunities that you can pick from. So the ASVAB test is a big one too.
ASVAB, prepare for that.
Yes.
Prepare for
PT
physical.
test.
And also, tidak termal important, your police record.
Yes. That
That's
one
a
too.
must. Kasi, asugum sa amin mo join the military, any branch of military, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, any military, you got to have a clean record. So what Michelle wants you to concentrate off is to make sure that you do the right things. Don't get involved with drugs. Don't get pregnant and have a child before you go in. It's going to be, you can get in, but it's going to be hard on you. I say, yeah? It's going to be hard on you. And once you have a child and go into military, of course they're going, you're going to claim that child to be your dependent, so they give you extra money for it, but it's not worth it really. You're going to be separated from that child, and it's going to bother your conscience, bother your mind, and then you can, when you work, it's going to affect your performance. Want to say it?
Yes.
It affects our performance when you know that your daughter is here and you're there, and then you're not going to get 100%,
That's true.
performance.
You have to be physically and mentally 100%.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay. So you have to be physically fit, academically sound, police record, make sure your police record is clean, okay?
PT test.
And ASVAB test?
ASVAB test.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, those. When the time comes for you to join, no problem. You got everything square, okay? Dalwa so lang tel mara ulubong program rigid. So lang in sokan muskan mutul 5 minutes just to talk about anything about women. You of course you're proud to be a woman. Now you're sitting down here and talk about them. And if you have to do it over again, you don't change anything.
I wouldn't change anything.
You did everything just right.
Yes.
So let me give you 5 more minutes. Talk about why we are here celebrating International Women's Day.
So it's hashtag Bold for a Change. So I'm not the first female, and I will not be a last. And as women, we have come so far, and a lot of women before me have paved the road for us. So let's just hold the torch, hold it high, and one day you're not going to see a double standard anywhere in the world. And yes, that's just my message. Thank you for having me.
I like your uniform.
Thank you. I wore my new one just for you.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, congratulations. I'm
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. Ricky, you got a daughter that you'll be proud of, I tell you. I can see from her eyes, she means business. Okay, and I hope that someday when she return home after she retired, and she'll be asset to us. Yeah, instead of burden to us, she'll be asset to us. So lang please offer ka tokludo, mansugo mo retire. So like offer ka tokludo dara Miguel, but remember one thing. You know what? I'm so proud of myself because when I retired, I could have stayed in the United States and make $25 an hour. There's jobs, for retirees, the experience and everything. So, but you know what? I sat down and thought about it, that my country needs me. Money is not the issue anymore. I'm square for the rest of my life. So when you finish your military career, please come home. And I ask every one of you, if you didn't want to make a career out of military, don't stay in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. Don't stay in California. Don't think about, a welfare check. Easy life. But what about your motherland, Palau? Palau needs you. So if you don't want to make a military a career, please come home. We need you. Okay? Happy International Women's Day to all the women in and around Palau. Thank you so much for being our wives, our soldiers, and also our partners in everything we do every day. Thank you so much. Pascalan, member ko ito, kasmusun.
So I'll do Rula shout out to more Trigel Tiger team. They're missing me, hopefully. Good job, guys, and I'll be back soon.
Okay.
And shout out to my dad. Thanks for everything. Thanks for making me the person I am today.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.